Hi, first grade. It is still backwards day, so I still look super silly. And it's time to read The Magic Tree House. Now, when we last left Jack and Annie, they were sitting by the campfire with Slim, and they had asked him about their riddle. But he did not know the answer. A fly buzzed by Jack's ear. He slapped it away and opened his eyes. The sun was high above the canyon walls. He had slept a long time. Slim and Annie were sitting by a fire, drinking from tin cups. Coffee? Biscuit? Annie asked Jack. Where did you get them? Said Jack. A cowboy always carries biscuits and a canteen of coffee, said Slim. He always has coffee? I think I like Slim. He walked over and gave Jack a biscuit and a cup of coffee. It's hard as a rock, Slim said, and bitter as muddy river water, but a cowboy takes what he can get. Jack took a bite and a sip. The biscuit was very hard and the coffee was very bitter. Bitter means like the opposite of sweet. But that was okay with Jack. Since cowboys didn't mind, he didn't mind either. I'll saddle up Dusty, Slim said, and take you back to town to catch your stage. Then what will you do, said Annie. Head south with my herd, said Slim. Sell 'em, ride 'em across the plains, and round up more mustangs. While Slim saddled Dusty, Jack took out his notebook and pencil. He wrote down, cowboy breakfast, bitter coffee, hard biscuits. That's his list that he wrote. Hey, Shorty, called Slim. What are you doing? Taking notes, said Jack. What for? He likes writing things down, said Annie. Oh, yeah, said Slim. Me too. In fact, I first came out west to write a book. But one thing led to another. Next thing I know, I'm a Mustang herder. Slim, you should write your book, said Annie, and let the Mustangs go free. You think so? Said Slim. They looked at the grazing wild horses. I know so, said Annie. Yup, said Jack. Your book should be all about the Wild West, Slim. Slim kept staring at his herd. Maybe you're right, he said. I could settle in Laramie and right there. Wouldn't have to chase after rustlers anymore. Slim turned back to Jack and Annie. Yup, I think I'll be a writer. Let's go, before I change my mind, he said. Yay, said Annie. I'll go tell them. She jumped up and ran to the Mustangs. Jack packed up his backpack while Slim packed his saddlebags. Then Slim and Jack climbed onto Dusty. They rode over to Annie, who was stroking Sunset's neck. I told him he's as free as the wind now, said Annie. Sounds good, said Slim. Give me your hand, Smiley. Slim pulled Annie up onto Dusty. She sat in front of Jack. Slim snapped the reins. Dusty started off. The sun was hot as Dusty climbed out of the canyon. When they reached the top, they peered down at the canyon floor. The Mustangs pranced playfully. Their coats were shining in the light. They'll find their way out soon, Slim said. They then cut across the prairie. Yell goodbye to your pal, Smiley. Stay with your mother, Sunset, shouted Annie. Goodbye. Out of the blue, a voice called. Bye. Annie gasped. Who said that? The ghost? No, said Jack. It's just an echo. It's caused by a sound bouncing off the canyon walls. Slim cupped his hands around his mouth. Who am I? He shouted. Am I? The distant voice came. Jack gasped softly. That's the answer to Morgan's riddle. An echo. Jack looked at Slim. You knew the answer last night, he said. Slim just smiled and snapped the reins. Let's go, partners, he said. The next chapter is called Lonesome Luke. If you remember, Lonesome Luke is what Slim said was the name of the ghost playing the piano. So I guess we'll find out all about him next time. Goodbye, first grade. I hope you're having a great backwards day. I can't wait to see you in our video chat later today and your crazy backwards outfits, and if you're going to bring a show and tell to share with us too. Goodbye.